8. Hope you guys are doing great. Don't mean to rhyme on you, but it just kind of happened. It came up. Hope you guys are doing wonderful. Look at these. My life path readings today. Cards just flying out. They're just ready for you guys today. I did pre-shuffle, and let's get started. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Welcome to Sapphire Spider Oracle channel if it's your first time. I have this magnificent amethyst crystal here for you guys. Very beautiful. Here to help us channel. And we got Danburite today to help us channel. So let's get started. Digging into your life path. These readings aren't timeless. Whenever you come across it, this message is meant for you. It's a very nice Knight of Cups. You're overall a very sweet, invitational, friendly energy. You like to bring people along with your journey, but you're very much okay being on your own journey. Very much a lover of life energy. And so that's the thing. It's like, you want to come along with me? You want to go over here? You want to do this? Or I'll go do this by myself? Very much a lover of life energy. It's what's given to me. It just gave me the word flowing. And that makes sense with the 8. Right? So a very flowing energy. That was it. It's the core energy of you. Very open and upfront about who you are, then, is what it's saying about that. Because there's not much else to say. You're very open and upfront about who you are. You're very genuine. I think it does want that one here. Okay, did say a little bit of like party girl or party guy, right? With the 3 of Cups. There's the friends, there's the socialization, there's the extra cups. You're very much about hosting the party, having a good time. It says sometimes that gets you into a little bit of trouble, but that's okay. There's a lot of things you've learned in life from those experiences, but there's very much this general happy-go-lucky energy coming off of those 3 of Cups. There can be some of those negative connotations that come with the party scenes, right? The things that happen as repercussions of partying. So there are some of those things. It said you're well versed in those things. And that's where you have this, it's not like, just to clarify, it's not a judgmental energy. It's just you're very much a happy party person is what it's saying about you, life path number 8. And these figures over here, they have angel wings, so they're very much like your guides. They're your friends, they're your soulmates, they're your people in life that are meant to be on your path with you. So that's where it's saying, like, you're not doing anything wrong, you haven't done anything wrong, right? Your energy is very direct. Like, it's not elaborating in a lot of detail about any of these cards. It's just kind of going. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, that's what it wants. There's a little bit of black ink missing off the edge of this card over here, and I really don't know why, and it's making me notice it. It's talking about like some details and stuff. The 6 of Wands is usually about victory, and in this deck, it also is about like travel and a little bit of like family absence is what it says. Kind of like you have to travel and be away from home. You have to move. There's something there about that. But this was overall a good decision for you. So there's a move in your life. There's a decision. There's something that you make during your life. I'm getting the sense this is more the past side. There's a decision. There's something to be made And this is overall a very successful decision for you. It's kind of talking about like the highs and lows, and that's where it's coming back to this Knight of Cups, and this is very much a cup shape. And a cup's energy is an emotional energy. Your reading is reflecting very much about like the highs and lows of emotions in life, and that's what I'm kind of getting the sense here. You're very much a party, happy energy, but there was this low point, and even though, that message just came through. It said at your lowest point, you made one of the best decisions, and that kind of leads you to the other side of this reading that we're going to get into, right? So the general message coming off the Six of Wands is, you know, when you hit your lowest points, that's when you can make your best decisions sometimes. That's an energy that you've realized throughout your life path, or you have to realize throughout your life path, because that's the only way you can ascend and make those better choices for yourself. Sometimes you've had to go downhill, and that's where it's kind of mentioning those negative repercussions of partying or that type of energy, socializing with people that maybe weren't the best for you. Because this card's always like, the artwork's printed kind of wonky. It's like off kilter a little bit. And so there's always this wonky energy with this Three of Cups. And that's where it just generally implies drunkenness or something along those lines. And the choices that you make in those states of mind, they just lead to things that aren't always the best later on, right? It might lead you downhill in life. And there's a point in time, and that's where it's like, there's something missing. There's a detail missing. This isn't what I thought it would be. This is messed up or ruined in this case. Ruined, right? This card's fine, but otherwise, right, this ink isn't here. There's something not here. You realize that what you thought about your energy in your life path before, it's led you more in this downhill direction, and you didn't like that. But when you hit that low point, the bottom of the cup, for some of you, there might literally be a drinking habit in your life that you have to face a little bit, right? Or something along those lines. Anyway, you get to the bottom of the cup, symbolically or literally, and you wake up and realize at some point that you've got to make a shift. You've got to make a change in your life. And that's when we move up in this general direction. I'm going to go ahead and flip this card over here. Said you surrounded yourself with people at one point, at some phase of your life, or at phases of your life. Because there's an underlying fear very much about like being alone, kind of being lost. There's a lot of anxiety, mental depression, you know, possibilities along those lines. There's something definitely in the mind space that has made you feel isolated and alone before. And that's a core fear of most people, right? Nobody wants to be alone. And that's where you very much went into this more party lifestyle, as it's quoting and saying to me, to surround yourself with friends and people and connections that, yes, they are your soulmates, they are your friends, they are your guides in life. You have met good people along the way, but there were also times where it wasn't so great, and you wake up and the choices are different. You've learned some of those lessons through life. You hit that bottom of the cup, you've realized who the people with the wings are that match you, right? So that's where it's like you've realized who the people are that need to stay in your life, and you've learned how to very much filter out some of this more dense, heavy energy and the negativity that comes with it, though. And that's where you very much have been on the rise for the other part of the life path. It's also showing me this cup, and it's talking about the figure 8 and how in the center you have that X, that crisscross, right? So then you got like those two cup shapes right here, the X, right? So it's kind of showing me your life path like this. It's like, and then it sweeps around and kind of comes back. With this Four of Wands, there is something here on the other side, on the up and up, that makes you happy, feel solid and stable. it's related to, you know, family. Often a Four of Wands is about marriage. There's something about, and she's seated, and this is closer, and this energy feels like a much quieter card. And that's where it's like there's something a little more secluded and special and stable waiting on this other side, and that's something that you really need in that life. And of course, this is a Madonna and child energy, so it's about maybe wanting a family, actually wanting to settle down, not wanting to be in that fearful, lonely energy, and not wanting to be in that party energy, that single energy anymore either. That's very much the journey of your life path. At some point is very much about kind of relationships and how you connect to these other people throughout your life path. You had to grow out of that energy of feeling alone, feeling like you had to surround yourself with people who weren't necessarily good matches for you. You hit the bottom, and that's when you realize what you really want is stability, family, something to kind of come home to and just be quiet and have that solitude with, right? That's what's coming off of this Four of Wands. And it's very, her outfit is just like a mirror reverse of this Queen of Cups. There's this Queen of Cups energy over here. And that's very much like a step up from this Knight of Cups. So if this is more of your present energy, then this is very much a future energy. And it said something about fruit. It said fruitful, right? Queen of Cups, very sensitive, but in that way of like, she just knows people. She loves poetry and art and all the sweet things of life. She knows how to comfort people, can be very psychic, and she's very fluid and connected and flowing. She's still very flowing, but it's very much a settled down energy. She's not on a horse. She ain't moving and going anywhere. And this is a move for sure right here, because a knight moves, and this card is all about movement. So there was definitely a move. There's a shift here. And then you settle down. So you might make like one big move in life, and then that's it. Once you find your stability and where you really belong and what you want, specifically was talking about what you want, what makes you truly feel good, and what really fills up your cup as this Queen of Cups. What makes you feel like a queen? What fills up your cup? That's when you settle down, because these women are seated and they're comfortable and they're happy, and her eyes are open. She's gently smiling. There's a kid, there's a book, right? Beautiful landscape. There's all of this nice energy on the other side of this. So there's very much this upswing in your life. But it's like you had to hit the low point first before it picked back up. You've learned that lesson before. I think maybe just like one or two more cards, that's it. One card, that's it. Seven of Swords. Kind of wants this right here. Got me just sitting here with it. It's basically shepherds at a trough of water. So a Seven of Swords, let me get the book on this one. The Seven of Swords in many decks is about more of a sneaky energy, like a trickster energy. I'm not really catching that vibe off of this one. That's why I want to check this deck. Okay, it says development of a project, theoretical discussions, proposals in every field. There was something there. That's what I was saying. It was like, it had me pause, because it was like, well, I know what this card is usually about, but what does it mean in this deck? And that's where it was saying something like you're very much about specifics and details, as in direct communication. Like there isn't a lot of inference energy. You don't like to sit there and figure it out. You like to know exactly what's going on. So development of a project, theoretical discussions, proposals in every field. With this here in the center, this becomes very much like this crossroads energy, right? This movement, this Knight of Cups, this stability with the Four of Wands and this party energy. It's a slightly, there's something here, it's like brewing and developing here in the center for your life path. Brewing, bubbling. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Oh. Whoa. Life path number 8. Y'all, so listen. Okay. Just hear me out. So my best friend, I didn't know at first, but as I was doing these life paths, I figured out she's a life path number 8. She's always seeing like 888. And then when I figured out when her life path number was 8, it just like clicked. Okay. So what it just gave me, talking about the cup, I said there's something brewing here in the center, and it reminded me of a cauldron instead, like a witch's cauldron with something brewing in the center. And that's where it reminded me of like very early childhood with my best friend, when we would like pretend to be witches and like put little sticks and rocks in the dirt and we'd brew them together, right, to make a potion. And we had like a third friend that we always hung out with, and we did a lot of times. So there was something that just came through, and it's very much, that's that Queen of Cups energy. That's that psychic energy that just came through. There has always been a connection to people. Look at these people throughout your life, and it's not just this life path. That's where the figure 8 comes in. This is from past lives. Could possibly also be connections in future lifetimes, right? These are soulmates. These are people that you definitely move and travel with and stay with throughout many lifetimes. And there was something here with that Seven of Swords. It felt like a trickster card energy, and it made me pause and look it up, because then it brought me a memory, a very sweet memory. And there's core energy, memories about the soulmates in your life that you very much cherish, and they stay here in the center of this cup. They stay here on this life path with you, and you very much cherish those people. And that makes sense with this Knight of Cups energy. Some people don't, they catch that in a different way. They infer and imply something else, and that's not what your energy is about. There's something very much worth cherishing here on the Seven of Swords. It's a very unconventional card. It's saying you're a very unconventional energy, and some people just kind of take you the wrong way and read you the wrong way, but that's not what this is. You like your energy to be very cut and dry. The thing is you're a Cups energy overall, and so that's where people get a little confused. What you really like in the core is that Swords energy, that directness. Let's be clear. You don't like a 9 of Swords, you like a 7 of Swords, and you're very particular. And that's what it's saying. You're very particular. You're a very curious energy. You flow a little differently. You crave a little bit of stability and settling down in your life, and that's where you really achieve that Queen of Cups energy. And that was the energy that came out here and analyzed your whole life path at the end and was like, no, wait a minute, this card is not what people typically say it is. And then it brought me everything else, right? And so you're good at figuring things out, life path number 8. You're really good at figuring those things out, and you got soulmates and people along the way that you cherish very much. And some folks just kind of read you the wrong way, but otherwise, very beautiful life path, very beautiful energy. Keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind that some people read you the wrong way. Maybe that will help some communications and interactions throughout your life. But otherwise, that's what I got for you. Let me know how it resonates. I'll see you guys on the next batch of reading. Thank you very much.